My name is Ryan, I'm 25 years old, and this is a day in the life of an entrepreneur who lives on Miami Beach. Right now, I have about 4 different businesses. My main source of income is my business, BeyondBraid.com. It's a super cool fishing line brand that we sell on Shopify and Amazon. I also run an Airbnb business, have 2 YouTube channels, and a consulting business. I usually wake up around 7 a.m. Usually the first thing I do is I check my sales from the previous day and just see how the business did. Yesterday, we made about $9,000. I've been an entrepreneur my entire life. About 10 months ago, I decided to quit my job and be an entrepreneur full time. This is pretty much what every morning looks like for me. No, I don't wake up at 4 a.m. and no, I don't sleep in until 12. Since I do work from home, the first thing I like to do is get up early and get the fuck out of my house.
Hey, good morning. It's about 7:30 in the morning. I'm not a morning person, so sorry if I'm not super enthusiastic, but this is pretty much what I do every single morning for the past 9 months. So I've really only been a full-time entrepreneur probably for the past, call it 11 months. I quit my job working for Grant Cardone last June. This is kind of the routine that I've gotten into, and that works for me.
Almost every single morning, I head on over to a Starbucks nearby. I literally get the cheapest coffee on the menu, just a regular ass coffee, find a seat outside, and I open up my laptop. I do some pretty light work for about an hour. Mostly what I do here is just answer some YouTube comments, talk to some of my factories that are overseas in China, and sometimes I just do nothing. Some of my best business and content ideas come from just sitting here and doing absolutely nothing. After about an hour, it's time to pack up and move on to the next task.
Now that I drank my coffee, I did a little bit of work, it's time to head over to the gym for 30 to 45 minutes. I don't work out for a super long time. I just like to get it in. It makes me feel good for the rest of the day. I don't feel guilty for not doing shit, no physical activity. Let's ride on over to the gym. And by the way, this is a 2014 E63 AMG S for those of you wondering. And no, I'm not some snob. I just really like cars. I spend a little extra money on cars because it's a hobby. It's something I actually enjoy doing.
Now when I get to the gym, my workouts aren't super long. Today's leg day, so I'm gonna warm up on the treadmill and watch the stock market crash. The goal here is to work out for about an hour. I go in there, I don't dick around, I get what I have to do to get out. I rather get my workout in at the beginning of the day than the end of the day. I don't normally do this every day, but I had to go get some dog food for my 2 dogs. I pretty much eat the same thing every single morning, 3, 4, 5, 6 eggs, depending how hard my workout was at the gym, and anywhere from 2 to 3 pieces of toast. And to make things simple, I don't use a plate. I just put it all in a pan. It's less dishes, makes my life a little bit easier. And while I'm eating, I don't have to look at my phone, I don't have to look at my computer. Usually I sit in front of the TV, maybe watch some CNBC, see how the stock market's doing. But I know I have a whole day of business ahead of me, so I can take 10, 15 minutes to not think of any business right now. Now, right before I head to my lovely working station, I like to jump in the shower, refresh myself, brush my hair in case I want to make some YouTube videos. So I'll see you in a couple minutes. Finally made it to the workstation at about 11 o'clock. This is my desk. This is where the magic happens. I got dual monitors, I got a laptop, I got a mouse and keyboard, and this is where I run my businesses. The first thing I like to do when I sit down on my desk, I like to look at all my numbers from yesterday. So sales, ad spend, and basically just get a P&L on the day and see how much money we made or we lost. If you don't know your numbers in business, you're going to fail. So always, first thing I like to do is dive in and look at the numbers. You can see yesterday on Shopify, we did about 4,800, call it $5,000. So on Amazon, we've done about 1,000 today, and yesterday we did 4,600. So yesterday we did right around $10,000 of revenue total on that business. And I always like to come check my YouTube numbers. By the way, if you're liking this video, subscribe for more cool content like this. Look at yesterday. Yesterday we had a pretty good day. $26 freaking dollars, baby. So you can see I just started making money with this channel. In the last month, we've made about $350. And then I pop over to my cooking channel. So yesterday, pretty good day. We did 88 bucks. So last month, for some reason, my cooking channel went off and I did about $2,700. You can see we were doing multiple $100 days. So in all the businesses, we did about $10,500. So pretty good day. Our average profit margin is about 15 to 30% average. So I could have made anywhere from $1,500 all the way to $3,000 just yesterday, which is freaking amazing. So the main goal that I set for myself today was to complete an Amazon listing on a brand new product that I'm launching. I had to get a specific picture for an infographic, so I needed to use my brother for this shot. And something that's pretty crazy is I built my business to $5.3 million in revenue just from this bedroom alone. Once I finished taking pictures of the items, I then had to upload them back to the computer and send them to our graphic designer.
It's now 1:30 and it's time to cook some lunch. I'm making chicken and rice. Usually I cook lunch or I have some leftovers, but I cook. It's not that hard. This will take me 10 to 15 minutes and then it's back to work. So let's make some boring ass chicken and rice. Nothing too fancy. I like to sit down, watch CNBC, see what's happening with the stock market, probably scroll on my phone for like 10, 15 minutes and just take a nice little lunch break before heading back to the desk and doing more work. And the cool thing about being an entrepreneur, having your own business, you can eat lunch when you want. If I wanted to go to a restaurant, I could. And at my old job that I used to work, I really didn't like the restrictions that I had of, hey, you have literally 1 hour, super strict lunch hour. You gotta be back, you gotta be at your desk. The thing about working on your own business is you have more freedom, obviously, to do what you like, and you get to play with Jazzy. Here you go. Say hi to the people. Alrighty, so it's now 2 p.m. Just check my sales. So you can see Amazon, we've done about 1,900 on Amazon so far. And on Shopify, about 2,300 so far. So 2,000, about $4,500 for the day. And now it's 2 o'clock. I have a client call with an e-commerce student. We're just going over his store and I'm just giving him some tips on how to improve his store and how to make more sales. So that's what we're gonna do now. Say most of the people who come to my website, they're not coming here, right? When I have my ads running, send most of my traffic right here.
So right after my coaching call, I was exhausted. So I took about a 15-minute power nap with Costa. Now, really quickly, I just want to kind of shed some light because I know a lot of people do these day in the life things. The real day in the life of like a real entrepreneur, someone who's building a business, they're probably working every single day, like at their desk, putting in the work. So I know some people post these videos like they go to the beach and they do whatever they want and they go to lunch. Like, yeah, I have the freedom to go do that. I have the availability to go do that, but it's not realistic. Like if I need to push a project forward, I'm not gonna go to the beach for 2 hours and then come back and then work. It's just like, you're not gonna get anything done. It's not productive. So personally, what I like to do is take 1 to 2 major tasks a day and try to knock those out. So for example, today I'm working on this day in the life video, but I still have things like my coaching call or projects like creating content or taking product photography. So really for today, my main goal was to knock out this Amazon listing and put this new product, get the description, the images, the infographics, and I'll focus all day try and push that project forward. So from 11 o'clock till 5, 6, 7 o'clock when I'm working, I'm sitting here at my desk the entire day trying to push that project forward. So having the freedom to do whatever you want as an entrepreneur, great, but someone who's up and coming and someone who's really building a business is pretty much sitting at their messy ass desk just like I do every single day. So hope that helps.
You wanna go outside and go for a walk? Wanna go for a walk? Me and Paul will go outside. Me and Paul will go outside, come on.
So it's 4:30 and at this time I usually walk the pups and I come to this super nice neighborhood that I live nearby. It's called the Gorse Island, and actually, believe it or not, this house and those houses all the way down to that big tree is listed for $170 million right now. Just thought I'd throw that in. But I like to take this time. It's like a little break. Sometimes I usually stop working at like 5 o'clock, but if I'm really busy and I have a lot of work or videos or products that I need to list, I'll keep working after 5. But when I walk the dogs, it's a good chance to just take a little break, relax, reset, go for a 30-minute walk. It's good to see, look how blue it is out. Walk by some really expensive houses, get motivated. So, and right now on Amazon, we have about $2,800 in sales. On Shopify, we have about $3,300 in sales. So far in the day, we've made $6,100 in sales. So stick around to the end of the video to see where we finish up.
we just had a wholesale client send us a check in the mail for $5,582. This is a bait and tackle store. We sell the Beyond Braid wholesale too. All right, so it's 6 o'clock now, and I have a podcast. We're gonna be talking about Amazon, my business, Shopify. It's what we're about to do before dinner.
Kinda got going on Amazon the same time last year.
Dude, it was very intense. So it's 7 o'clock. We just finished the podcast with Miles. I'm now eating my food at my desk because he invited me to another sort of like live group. Quick sales check. We've done 3,600 on Shopify, and on Amazon we've done 3,200. So we're almost at 7K for the day. It's 7 o'clock, 7K Chinese at the desk, and we're hopping into another live group to answer some questions about e-commerce. So for today, around 8 o'clock, I decided to call it a day, unplug, unwind, and go downstairs. When I was working my job and running my business full time, I would work from 8 a.m. to about 7 p.m. So when I got home, it was dinner and then straight back to my desk until I went to sleep. So I definitely do not take for granted the time I get to spend with my dog on the couch, watch a Heat game, and just relax. So usually around 10 or 11 o'clock, I hop in bed and it's time to go to sleep. But right before I go to bed, I always check my daily sales one more time to see how much money we made. Pull up the Amazon app and we did $4,200 on Amazon for the day. Head on over to Shopify and we did $4,350 for the day. So if you add it up, 4,400 plus 4,300 plus that check that we got for 5,500. Today we did a total revenue amount of $14,200. It's time to go to bed, so appreciate you guys sticking around. Like and subscribe for more cool videos like this. I'll see you guys on